Has anyone ever said to you, I'm asking for a friend? Of course, they're not wanting to say who they're asking for. And you say, well, fine, fire away. What is it that your friend wants to know? So I'm not looking for comments for them, the YouTube algorithm or however that works anyway. I have no idea how it works anymore. The reason I'm asking for comments is because I would like you to tell me, give me some answers, because I'm asking for a friend. This friend of mine is much younger than her husband. Well, not much, 10 years, 9, I think. She's still got a huge zest for life, and he seems to have lost his. The things they used to do together, he doesn't want to do anymore. He spends a lot of time worrying about money, and if they're going to have enough money to see them to their dying days. And from what my friend tells me, they might as well be dead now, because there's nothing joyful happening. My friend feels like she's having the joy sucked out of her life, because anything that she suggests, perhaps going for a little walk at the beach, or going out for just one glass of wine and a beer or whatever, it's always no. And not, oh, well, is that something you'd like to do? Just a straight no. I don't feel like that. Well, suppose maybe when you get older, you don't feel like doing that. But then what about your wife, who is 9 or 10 years younger than you? She does still feel like doing it. Another thing that this friend of mine's husband does, he's decided there's quite a lot of people that he doesn't like. So when they're invited to events, he says, no, I'm not going. I don't like those people. Now, my friend is one of those people who likes everybody. She makes friends with, doesn't matter how low, makes friends, chats, and enjoys herself actually everywhere she goes. So not liking people is not part of her makeup. So it's quite hard for her to understand why somebody would refuse an invitation because they don't like the people. This is really difficult for my friend. What does one do in a situation like that? What should I tell my friend? Does one part ways with your husband because he's old and he doesn't want to do anything anymore? Or do you tell her to just start behaving the same way he is and just get older and older and older yourself every day? Another thing my friend's husband is adamant about, that he can maintain the home that they live in, and he actually can't. And we should have help in. He's decided he can't afford that. which puts the load onto my friend. She ends up doing a lot of the garden work and, well, of course, the housework and laundry and everything else that goes with it. But he won't have any of it. She makes sure he's got nice clothes. Not clothes that a young person would wear, but nice modern clothes, suitable for his age. And they have to have a fight every time they go out because he feels more comfortable in an old tracksuit and an old pair of running shoes. It's a fight every single time. Now, what my friend did on the last 2 occasions that they were invited somewhere, she told him that it was for ladies only. And she went without him. She felt awful doing that, but at least then there wasn't an argument about it being so far and him not liking the people there and drinking and driving. When my friend always is prepared to be the designated driver if she has to, or take it in turns, get an Uber. There are lots of different options for going out where you know you are going to have a couple of drinks. But they're never good enough. You know, when my friend went to the coffee shop that my friend and her husband go to together a lot the other day, and she went on her own, and she was telling me that she ordered a cappuccino, and when the waitress brought it to her, she said, "Oh my goodness, you're having a cappuccino today on your own. I see you only ever have a black coffee with your husband." Because he sees a cappuccino as a waste of money. I don't know where he's going to take the money to. Now, the big question is, would it be absolutely heartless for my friend to part ways with her husband at his age? Or just live on in what's becoming more and more of an unhappy place to be? And that's what I would like you to tell me in the comments. There's got to be so many people like my friend and her husband in the same situation. Are they all battling? Are they all beginning to argue with each other quite a lot? My friend said, because this is her second marriage, that she told me that if ever she felt unhappy in a relationship as she was in her first, that she wouldn't stick around, that life was too short for her to stick around. So she's asking me, well, that's what I said, and I am unhappy. So am I going to stick around? Maybe you can tell her in the comments and I'll pass your message on to her. thank you if you're still watching. Thank you for being here and for joining in on this conversation today. It's a serious one. I'm sure you will agree. It's a very serious conversation. And I really do look forward to your comments. Bye for now.